So, first story on the route on the menu. Say roster. Say on the menu. I'm serving now. You feel me? First story on the menu or whatever, we got breakdown of Hernandez Govan'Svlad interview. Probably, yeah. But so as y'all know, I covered Hernandez Govan trial. I was on suspension, but I still put all of the videos up there. It's a whole playlist. And just that fast, bro. This nigga go on Vlad TV, right? So the acquitted murder defendant, Hernandez Govan, in his recent Vlad interview, discussed his background and business dealings with young Dolph, which surprised me. You know what I'm saying? And a key encounter with the Cornelius Smith who took the stand on last week. Right? Now, despite Vlad promise to release videos early for paid subscribers, he's milking this shit. You know what I mean? And it's only 3 parts out. So, in part 1, Govan explained how he grew up in Memphis and Orange Mound, where he was in and out of trouble for years. And, you know, his criminal history spanning decades with charges including like aggravated assault, drug possession, you know, hood shit, right? He insisted that he had a good business relationship with Dolph, saying that when Dolph still had a foot in the streets, and they were dealing with, I guess, what he called petty marijuana, you know, everything was cool. You know what I mean? And pretty much maintained his innocence, that he never had no bad interaction with Dolph, you know what I mean, at all. Or, well, at least his story, you know what I'm saying? Like, innocence, I guess, is proven in court. In part 2, he detailed like the unexpected meeting with Cornelius Smith, like showing up at his house while he had the dude Justin Johnson, who was another one of the shooters, aka Straight Drop. And I guess he had Big Jook and Straight Drop in his house, and he was trying to get Straight Drop signed to CMG, which we all know is Yo Gotti's label. And he explained being gung-ho about trying to get the Straight Drop nigga signed because supposedly somebody came to them, to him and his brother, to put up money, to put up the advance money for Moneybagg Yo, right? And naturally, we know where Moneybagg Yo is at right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy because he said he wanted to do it, but his brother was against it. So I guess they had to put their money together, whatever the case may be. But so you know, I guess he's looking at it like this is a second opportunity. I ain't gonna miss out on this one, right? So he's saying like Smith showed up, pulled him outside, stating that Dolph had planned to put a hit on Gotti, and Govan is like, he had only heard about hits on Dolph, like attempts on Dolph and everything like that, not the other way around. And that he immediately like dismissed the whole, you know, shit what Cornelius Smith was saying, saying that the street beef was not his business. Like the street beef between CMG and PRE is not his business, and that he would just focus on the music side of everything, right? Now, what's interesting about it is, in part 1, now that I think about it, he mentioned how he never met Gotti, he had no like previous dealings with him or anything like that, and that he only knows young Big Jook through gambling. You know what I mean? Like they were gambling together, and that's how they met and got a clip. Yo, shout out to everybody who just pulled up. Share the live if y'all don't mind. But so yeah, so now after all of that so this is kind of interesting, but I guess he could be just doing the music deal with Big Jook. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now after all of that, the street beef wasn't my business, right? In part 3, Govan gets real detailed about the failed attempt to squash the beef between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti. Govan claimed that he attempted to organize a truce between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti to squash the feud through a respected basketball figure in Memphis who reached out to a club promoter to get, both Gotti and Dolph on the phone. Now, according to Govan, who don't know Gotti at all and is not involved in the street beef and shit, right? Yo Gotti was open to the meeting. However, when the promoter reached out to Young Dolph, Dolph allegedly responded, "Fuck no," and hung up on the promoter before blocking him. But shit, like I can't say I blame Dolph. I mean, within a period of, let's just say, 6 years, right? From 2015 to 2021 when he died. The streets have alleged, even if it's not true, just the fact that the streets is putting it out there, right? The streets has alleged that CMG has sent nearly 200 shots, rounds, if not more, in the direction of Young Dolph and members of PRE, leading to Young Dolph's, untimely demise on November 17th, 2021. You know what I mean? This is not good, bro. Like, dude need to get low, enjoy the victory. You know what I mean? Like, but instead, I hear he out here threatening YouTubers for speaking on it. Meanwhile, the nigga go on Vlad TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, to do an interview, which is the last place anyone should go if they don't want to be talked about on these internet or YouTube streets. My advice is don't Keefy D or BTB Savage yourself, nigga. It's because there's some people who believe that you're really involved in that shit, and I guess might feel like they want to slap it up. And there are also people who believe that a federal RICO might be upon the horizon for, Yo Gotti and members of CMG, particularly Black youngster crazy ass. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it his right to kind of move around like he's been found not guilty and all that shit? Or should he still, take the slice of humble pie with that victory or whatever and keep it pushing? You know what I mean? And then, like I said, anybody up in here, hit that like and subscribe button for the boy, Daalight TV.